Hello, everyone. It's Glenn McCormick and
Dan Desolé,
with
Justin Haber and Associates of Remax First.
that's
How are you
right,
doing,
you
Glenn?
got it. So, hope everyone's doing well out there. We've completed another month in Calgary real estate, and what's going on, Dan? Are we still on fire?
What is going on, Glenn? That's a great question. I love the shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Stellar. Yeah. So let's dive into what happened this year versus last year, just for a little bit of a comparison on that.
Good idea.
So we're looking at total sales, everything,
Yeah,
all encompassing. Looking at August of 2020, let's start there. So total sales, we were sitting at 1,574, and this August, 2,150.
that's better.
That is better. So now we're looking more into, into when we all accepted the fact that COVID was happening. We weren't necessarily hiding inside. We were having some regular activity happening. Still, we're seeing quite a bit of an increase. That's what, 36.5%
Yeah.
of an increase, right? Year over year. As far as listings are concerned, we increased from 2578 last year to 2822 this year. So 9% increase. So definitely a larger increase in sales than in listings. So still eating through inventory. Our active listings being down 6.86%. Days on market as well. That's a huge number to look at. So August 2020, we're sitting at 52 days on market. That's for absolutely everything. And we dropped down to 42 days on market. So decrease of 19.23% year over year. So we're still heading in that direction of, a lot more sales than listings. That's for everything, of course. The main driver, we know that has been the detached sector. And we're still, in the past 6 years, we haven't seen activity like we're seeing right now. So it's starting to level a little bit, but it's still pretty nuts out there, Glenn.
It is, yeah. It'd be interesting to see like year over year what our winter months are like, when we get into October, November, December. Yeah, should be cool to see that. Um, should I
Yeah.
talk about month to month kind of stuff?
Let's do that.
Okay.
What happened last month versus this month, Glenn?
All right. So yeah, as you mentioned, 2,151 sales total in the month of August all over Calgary. Compare that to July, we had 2,317. Not a lot down, not a lot difference. And I mean, pick any year and and you'll see July to August, there's always a decrease in number of sales. So that's normal as we get into the end of summer. Sad. Actually, I don't mind cold weather myself, but inventory is down more significantly than the sales. We had 3,298, I think new listings, sorry, in July, and new listings in August 2822. So yeah, definitely the inventory is not hurting us. It's going in this right direction to keep values consistent. Now, on that we talked about this a bit, Dan. When it comes to benchmark, average price, and all that stuff, we're still seeing a real flattening out. We're not seeing prices rise anymore. Just to make that clear, it's even Steven, and we're actually also about 2.81 months of inventory. Just going back to that kind of inventory and sales ratio. That means it would take about 2.8 months to exhaust all of our current inventory if we kept on going at the current number of sales. Yeah, so we're still pretty much in that leaning towards sellers market, not as crazy as it was in the spring. Here we are, Autometer time. Okay, so what we're looking at again is this thick red number here. That's showing the percentage of homes that have sold at or above asking price throughout the year. January starting around 12.3%. That's actually above normal. Normal is just under 10% usually. By February, we were double that, 22.2. At our peak was in May, where almost 30% of homes were selling for at or above asking price. If you actually break it down to detached only, it was above 30% because that was mostly the detached single family market that was doing that. And then you could see this little toboggan hill as we get closer to the cooler months. And yeah, we're now at 17.2% at or above asking price total residential. versus July 19.6. So that's still, cooling down, right? The Autometer is showing that. This other category here, that's just showing the number of total sales relative to that at or above asking price stamp. We got an election this month, and I think we're still waiting to hear from all the parties, but one of the categories of each party that they're going to be talking about and have been talking about is housing. They each have their own strategy for creating more affordable housing. There's always going to be new rules implemented that are a pain to some and may cause a little slowing down of the market. But at this point, I think it's just speculation, Dan? Like, what can we really predict if we don't know what's going to happen?
I fully agree. This housing market has continued to be a strange beast throughout the year, and I think that is going to continue to do so. We haven't really seen the fluctuation of the usual, heavy inventory and heavy sales months.
Yeah,
it's just been pretty. It's been pretty consistent the whole way through. So what it's going to do here this winter, whether or not it's going to be affected by the election, who knows? I could see that maybe some house flippers may be jumping in and trying to do a little bit more business before the election, just based on some of the flipping taxes that we're seeing on some of the platforms, right? But
exactly,
this is going to be a wait and see situation.
Yeah. And you know what? I just honestly think that, so here we are in the fourth wave now, and restrictions are back in Alberta. COVID's good for real estate. So real estate values and people just want to buy homes because of COVID. It's not that simple, but it is in a sense. And it just, fourth wave, new lockdowns again, and it's just like just shows, or not lockdowns, but masking and stuff like that. It's not going away anytime soon. We could still have a pretty good year in 2022. More people buying homes, and as with every other year, or with every year, springtime is the time that most people do it. So,
very true.
Yeah, so I don't know, more of the same, and my prediction is these last 4 months of the year will probably still be better year over year than what we were in 2020.
Agreed.
Yeah, and we'll see who's politics sake. We'll see what's going on by the end of September. So
we're not getting into this debate right here, guys. It's not the place nor the time.
No. Go read the newspaper or something.
That's right.
Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us as always, and once again, we'll look forward to another update beginning of October.
Excellent.
See you, Dan.
Y'all later.